Okay, we're out here to work. Me and the little guy. A musty one. When I'm done with the bike, you can have the handlebars. I'll ship them to you. Okay, but I haven't beat Ruben yet, so. I know, by the way, there's a chair for Ruben. Ruben seems to be doing a lot of nutting these days, so I gave him a chair so he could sit and watch. We're going to play around with the E85 today. So let me just move some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll do it. Okay, the tank is 3/4 full of methanol. We're just going to start it up, warm it up. I just want to see what the idle is. I'm going to check it with this. Plus I got the tack on there. Then I'm going to drain it out the bottom and check it. Okay, we warmed it up, whatever the reading was. I'd say on this thing that's 2400, 2200. Okay, drained out the methanol through my filters, and we just filled it up with the 85. It's going to take a couple of seconds because the upper well is still full of methanol. So, as it runs for a minute, it should dilute it and push it back into the other stuff.
Well, the idle has gone up just a tad, and the motor's stabilized. Almost stable. But I can tell you one thing, it's running a lot richer. Listen to this. It loads up now. Hold on a sec. Jet this thing. What?
Guys, heading back from a nice night at the beach. We started to experiment today with the E85. My first experiment wanted to be, how do you compare E85 straight up against methanol, the way we were running the go-kart as it was. So we drained out the methanol. Of course, we had to, get rid of a little bit of methanol in that second pocket. And I just put straight up E85. Well, the E85 ran so rich in there that the motor actually died. Literally. As soon as the methanol mixed out of it, you couldn't get it to idle. You had no mid-range and you couldn't punch it. That's how overloaded it was. It was like I put gasoline in it. So, we did one or two things, but like I said to Junior, instead of starting off with a methanol carburetor and working our way backwards, why don't we just start out with a gasoline carburetor and work our way forward? And I think the candidate for that's going to be the all-black 5-horse. So I'm going to start with something that's designed for gasoline, and that runs a little leaner. You know, it requires less fuel, and then I'm going to work my way up from there. So I'm definitely not done experimenting with it. But for now, everything's back to methanol. So, like I said to Junior, he's got to mount that black engine on something so he can deal with it. And then I'm just gonna start playing with the jets, see if I can find a happy area where it'll run. So, I mean, it got so bad that I was going down the block and it died. I've never had something run that rich. Then trying to get the E85 at a little upper well was like impossible to get it to run again. I pretty much had to run it on carburetor cleaner to get it to start, and then slowly feed it in and get rid of it, and then switch over to the methanol. And once I put the methanol in and we bled the rest of it out, it ran the way it did. Put it for a nice, like 3-mile ride, and we're back to square one. So I got all my E85 back out. We are going to work on it. I'm not going to give up on it. But that's going to be it for probably a little bit on it, unless Junior wants to work on it. There are things you don't see because I'm driving. I did clean out the rest of the garbage in the garage that had built up. All the stuff behind the car and under the car, and all the stuff that had to go in the swap meet trailer and in the shed and in the basement and stuff like that. The only last remaining thing is that three-speed shifter bike. That's got to go down in my basement. This one I want to clean it first because my basement is finished. But I'll put it next to the other bikes that I have down there. And that's going to be it. If you can't tell, I'm getting ready to work on the wagon again. It really isn't my concern, is the wagon. So I'll let Junior continue on playing with the other little projects. And my goal was to get the go-kart up and going right, which we did, and was to get everything finalized and good on the mini bike, which we did. So